thanks for checking out the first Toonami CD. We hope you enjoyed it. Remember, the revolution will be televised.
I forgot about that. I think that's all my advertisements for the moment. I think we are ready, so... Alright, so with that...
Incoming transmission to the Righteous Absolution. Captain to the bridge.
Thank you for the heads up, Maya. Well, that takes care of a lot of the other things, but welcome aboard the Twitch broadcast ship Righteous Absolution, the top-of-the-line ship great for celebrating post-Memorial Day. Hope you all doing well. I'm the Trojan Virus, TCV for short. As you know, we're after having a little Helldiver diversion, we're back basically to the usual of Super Robot Wars Gamma. To give a recap of what the heck happened in our last stream, we managed to deal with some other new shenanigans. We had to beat Exis up, which regretfully was a saddest moment because he had a massive crash out. Much bigger crash out than I'd say of Homelander. We also did learn a little bit more backstory of our good friends from Noah Brands, the main former villains, which we basically found out that they had some problems too with their original workplace. And then we also finished up with some grinding and little side missions like battles and, of course, simulators. But enough on that. Let's get ourselves ready, steady, and moving. So let's get ourselves back here. Do that gato. There we go. You know, we have to take a look at the other usual stuff and get that thing, but I had a pretty good time yesterday with the Helldiver stuff. I mean, I managed to get that one of the new breakthrough, which is essentially a shotgunner with a weapon. Here we go. Anyway, that should help us out. So we gotta wait and deal with the other fun stuff. But I hope everyone had a good Memorial Day. Not every day you get somebody who get a few of your friends to do Helldivers. We just gotta wait patiently because you know how these things do. They have to wait until basically things get taken over. But hey, it's a little bit on the frustrating side because I have to wait to... there we go. Now it works. But yeah, I'm also ecstatic, though. Maybe we'll be beating the game soon before the final beep 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 bop robot. Yes, we are a robot. We are here to take American and Japanese jobs. But I'm glad you're here, Larry. By the way, people can hear me about this, right? I just want to make sure now. Come on. I know you could wake up. Come on. Good Lord. This always does this. I swear to God. It always likes to do this. It likes to basically take its sweet fat time. I just don't... Now, let's see. Yep. Now it's deciding to load up. There we go. Now we're back. Now we're back. I gotta say, it's pretty impressive. Bandai Namco. Cryware. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do. There we go. This is where we were. The outer sphere. We were doing outer space stuff and dealing. So why don't we start off with a little bit of a warm-up so I can get some more experience in gold. Because we're getting close to the finale. We're getting closer to a little bit of some of the finales. So let's see. Because we got a few of the new missions, one of which, of course, is Noah's Upheaval. And these are just side missions of restart battles. So, since I promised you guys a kaiju fight, let's deal with the kaijus. Because I promised you guys a kaiju fight. Monster versus Mechas versus Monsters versus Mechas. So might as well get you one of those. Come on. We don't need to worry about this. So here we go. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Oh well, we'll do these. I always like bringing the other ones in here so we could deal with that. And here's your kaiju fight. Radons and Kumongas. Let's open up with the first blood of the day.
見せてやるぜ魔装騎士の力ってのをな行くぞアカシックレコードサーチサイバードチェンジくらえアカシックバスター
And and Mechas level 70! Hooray! There we Oh well, might as well do that.
見せてやろう。クラルトンハンマー。
And that's Squish of the Bug. Let's see, we got. Got no counter. Yay! There we go, 32. Let's move you here. There we go. Next fight, come on. Oh well, we'll do this. Or back. Let's see. Marvel's now 66. And that's 64. Alright, let's see, we gotta hit you. Ow. Podcast, you really suck on the accuracy route. That was a spider. Let's see, pop. Come on, hit that other one. Oh good, that's one warship down. That gives us 5 levels up. Okay, come on. There we go. We need to break this one. And that makes her 69, alright. Okay, let's break you. That jumps you 4 levels. There we go. Okay, that took her out of the picture. And that puts you 67. And no, not 6'7", 67. Seriously, I am not fond of that crappy little brain rod. Let's see, dude. And that took care of the Radons. That gives us 69. Come on, I want to see what we can get. I think we got a few updates. Updates. So let's take a look at our mission. Now, well, let's deal with this, get those missions dealt with, and clean out most of all the old stuff. That way we get more experience and not have to worry much about those. We already got the rock columns, so let's get you two. Ah, well. And of course, more kaiju. Oh, well, we'll pick you up. Oh, nah, 68. And that gives us 67. Moving you. That should break one of you. Oh, we're in a. I think we might be ready for another commercial break. I'll have to double check once we get to commercial. And of course, we got him, so. There we go. We got a break. And we're a commercial break, so guess what? Be right back. So we'll be right back after this message, and we'll be over there. Basically 4 ranks away from rank A. Oh no, she is saying, did she say Gemma words? That. Thank you, guess what? Oh. Surprise! Whoa, what the? Careful, friend! Whose side are you on? Okay, my mistake. That was me being stupid. What the fuck happened? Never mind. We'll get back. Anyway, we're back here with the ground commercial, so let's get ourselves back into the swing of things. Since I gave up stealing. Alright, there we go. Suzaku basically got some level up, so we got. That makes us jump. Ooh, 5 levels. Alright, dude. There we go. We still need to do more damage with this, so Chuck is now 65. Come on. We need to just keep hitting these guys. I mean... Okay, we gotta break you. And dead. Oh, duh. That could work. There we go. And that kind of worked a little bit. That could work. And it just unlocks all the other trees, so that should be helpful. Let's see, at least get everyone to at least... Let's finish up a few more, so let's see, we'll do... Let's finish up these battles so that we can get at least some more experience and among other things. That'd be good. I'd like to be able to get that done. Come on. Let's see. We already got you, so we're good. Three. Ah, well, we'll use you. Yeah, there we go. We gotta deal with these little boogers. Yeah, we'll do you. go. That could help. We got a lot of these, so let's see. We'll move you here. Let's bring you guys up here. This is always the fun part, or the tricky part, trying to get whatever you need. Alright, now we can probably get you here. That got, yay, level 70. Perfect. And that puts you 5 levels up. Damn. Let's put you here. Let's see if we can deal damage to you. Ow. 70, hooray! Break you. That should probably put you 70. 2 levels up, of course. That should break you next. That pops you to 6 to 7. Of course, that gives a rod level 71. Come on, let's break you. That puts you 6 to 9. Break you and see what we can get. Okay, that's 66, 70, 70. Let's see, yeah, that should break you. 70, that should work. Let's see, we need assist link, boss. Okay, that should break them. There we go. That's what needed. Six to 9. Come on, use. Well, that got Agnes up. Come on. That puts 66. $70. Alright, that should probably put us 6 to 8. Oh, that worked out a little better. Okay, so we're almost ready. I do these because they're easy missions, and it doesn't take that much effort just to grind most of them. I mean, all you gotta do is just simply do these missions. Choose whatever mission you want to deal with. Make sure to get the Valor and just wreck numbers and get experience. Goal is to at least get everyone to level 70. But also get some of the A and B teamers. Let's see, we already got you. You. There we go. Damn, alright. I was just anticipating, so I have to crack these mechanical... There we go. 69, of course. There we go, 71. That's your papa, 69. Not bad. Damn, alright. Let's move you to here. Move you here. You here. Ah, well, Dorothy should do well. Alright, Luminaria, we need to move her. Non. And Emma. Come on, Non. That gives us 68. Ah, Bravo. Oh, that's the new one. Yeah, because now I forgot, they change a lot of emissions for those curious. I forgot about that. And Wu Fei is level 71. Pay no attention, I am basically not dealing with that. So get used to the phone call, because that's usually, I keep getting these stupid little things. Alright. Oh, never mind. There we go. Because a lot of them, as I said before, they're not really stuff that basically wants to do phone calls. They're just basically people always soliciting, "Hi, I see you're basically from so-and-so. I would like to be able... I want to be able to make... I'm basically so-and-so. We're interested in buying your insert home address." Yeah, that's gonna do some damage. There, that gets Bob to 70. We're gonna need charge. Yeah, we'll smash you. Let's smash. Hooray, that did some. And of course, 69. We'll do you. Either way, come on. Either way. Come on, let's break you. Damn. Sheesh Louise. No, hold up. Come on, let's see if that breaks it. There we go, now he's level 70. Okay, that's a little bit better. That should deal with you. Oh wait, duh. There, I forgot, we can just do that, because the charge allows at least a usefulness in one way or another. And lets me move out of the way and deal some damage. I keep forgetting about that stupid gimmick. That puts us 70. Good. Come on, we need to hit you. Where will it give me? There we go. Come on, break you. Come on. There we go. That puts at 68. Alright, hopefully that should deal some damage. There we go. That puts us to 6 to 9. That puts at 6 to 6. There you go, come on. Alright, that took there, and Suzukaze is now level 70. That could work. Okay, that should deal with that little bigger. And that puts Zeke's at level 40. I think we got, oh yeah. There we go. That should help out deal with the rest. Come on, let's break you, and I think that should be it. Now we can move on to the main story if we do this. Well, that took care of the raw ball. Right, Makuma level 3, she gets, 10 plus morale. Not bad. That could be useful. We got a few updates too, so lucky for us.
ではカスタマイズを始めましょう。
Let's see what units we got. We need to upgrade most of our guys at least S first to 10, then basically, then the others, then that. So let's see. Tetsu. There we go. The supers usually get bigger boost stats. I think we're good for now. Now let's continue on what we really came for. Here we are. Let's take a look what happened with Noah when we were dealing with all that other mess. The Andromeda Stellation fallen, Rube Nexus takes actions to ensure Raval's future. Yep, we gotta deal with the Noah stuff. Ah, here we go. How's the red dust? How's the red dust? Hold up. There's a news embargo on it, but it's spreading more than we all thought it would. Especially in the last few days. So it's not great then. Yeah. Which also means the God of Ruin will finally show up. That animus beast Midolo you mentioned before. No, not that. That one's strong, but it's not a singular point. So Midolo's not Godzilla. I still think the catastrophe causing God of Ruin is especially big kaiju though. But does it really exist? There have been sightings of something like it moving through the ocean. It's heading for Antarctica. The red dust there is crazy right now apparently. It's already that bad. I was just there. Anyway, if it really exists, then maybe it can change the future. Is that what you're hoping? A lot happened. And if we don't, the catastrophe will come. Michio Ashihara predicted the catastrophe, right? Meaning he knew the future. Yeah. I'll send you his data and the report summarizing it. That means that two futures existing at the same time. One's the future 2,500 years out, and the other is the catastrophe. Contradictory phenomena exist simultaneously, meaning the collapse of natural laws. I'm not following you. Give me a minute. Let me organize my thoughts. Sorry, gotta go. Good luck with your presentation for the higher-ups. So the TLDR, the point, for those curious in the last stream, Getter Emperor is considered a singular point, and Godzilla is another. Essentially, if Getter and Godzilla were to clash, you would either have two outcomes. One that would lead to the destruction of humanity, and one that would lead to humanity becoming a stellar-spanning empire. Good luck to you too. Seems like you probably need it. Oh no, you are not squishing that. Time to squish that little Banivator. There we go. There we go. That should deal with it. Meanwhile, at Goining Lee's estate in London, Yormei Kamino. Yes. This is Tilda Miller, Shiva's Consortium's representative. Shiva's the one researching the red dust. I'm BB, the lead researcher over there. He's an avid Michiyuki Ashihara fan. He also created the ornithological diagonalizer, though it's not quite complete yet. I got to read your report. Then I'll explain the catastrophe. Ashihara successfully took measurements of the future with the superdimensional dimension calculator, but in the process he discovered a catastrophe in it. Huh? I say, he thinks the future holds some kind of catastrophe? That's right, and it wouldn't just happen in his calculations, it'll happen in the real world. But how is that possible? Because that's how it works. The device is made to observe the future. Anything you observe will actually happen. But even if the catastrophe really does exist, we can safely use the superdimensional calculator as long as we avoid it. We don't have to measure all the way to the distant future. We can loop the calculations before it hits that point. which means we can use the calculator right now if we wanted to. Most likely. And that would lead us perfect, and that would let us perfect the ornithological diagonalizer. That's important too, but we have to do something about the catastrophe itself. But with the ornithological diagonalizer, we'll be able to save the world from the red dust. You said so much yourself, didn't you? Yes, but the catastrophe wouldn't occur any minute. We have to find out exactly. Anyway, sorry about that. We'll have to find out exactly when it will happen. Being able to use the calculator changes everything. We can get rid of the red dust for good. Lee, I want you to go straight to India with her. All right. And hurry, the red dust grows every second we waste. Transmission terminated. Professor Lee, now isn't the time to convince Tilda. We should act. I agree with you. I think the catastrophe will really happen. Professor Lee, the red dust is spreading all over the world. It can create singular points, and it's the trigger for the catastrophe. And the biggest of them all is about to be born at the South Pole. Godzilla is a singular point too. The question isn't if the catastrophe will happen, it's how we avoid it. We need a way to change the future. And you're on the verge of finding it. Not just me, there are others searching for it too. That's reassuring. If you want to change the future, you can only look at what Ashihara found. Huh? You need to look even further than he did. Even further. Are we winning? Hey, Larry, we're just taking a look. Meanwhile, at NOAA headquarters, we had the Andromeda Stellation, and they had their super weapon, Bug, that was powerful enough to destroy the Earth. And even all that couldn't change the future where Getter Emperor awaits. They weren't strong enough. That's all there is to it. Enough. Tell me the situation in the South Pole. What's there? We're in an ad break, so we'll have to continue on until that's over. So be right back, folks. Yeah, I just said the ad, so probably something decided to show. Look at this. looks like we're finished with our commercial break, and it looks like the ad thing is starting to act a little wonky. Yeah, well, speaking of which, before we proceed here, why don't we do a shout out before we proceed with the story? Of course, we got our first guy, Lizard Guy. He is, of course, playing Shadow of the Colossus. And, of course, like always, it likes to be a little Spud Monkey. Come on. Come on, you little Spud Monkey. Let's get to work. So let's try this again. There we go. And, of course, it's... I think my bot may have a fan of your little Deadpool, Larry.
Dude?
You found a
me,
Deadpool
sir?
fan.
Oh,
Either
he's
that
good.
or either that or Deadpool got into my
Dead
bot.
now, but he's good.
Next up, of course, Saruk Windcaller. Mouse PI for Hire. Here he is playing
Kodak
Porticade.
Star, he does not support this action. Yeah, we are doing a machinima.
Oh my god.
Just that, yeah, this is a machinima. This is a total. Yeah, this is a total machinima.
Total machinima. Yep. That's how they used to talk in those things.
Are you not? Were you kicked out of the game?
I can't access it. No,
You're still break.
Next up, Napalm X5. He's playing Digimon Story Strangers. He's also an Inkling, so he's a big fan of Splatoon.
I was about to say a classic line that sounds way worse. Today's lingo. Don't rub me out.
Yep, that's definite. Next up, of course, Goofy 8 Keeper. He was playing games and demos. Big lion making little kitty noises, which is true about big cats. And lastly, Lover's Oasis. They were playing Cult of the Lamb. Here they were playing for the king.
Not the hunter. Who am I thinking? With the woodcutter. The woodcutter with the axe. See, Justice is nice, but Stalwart has saved me so many times. What's the blacksmith's strength? I don't remember. 81 and 85 endurance.
Yep, they're pretty tough to deal with, so that's a given. But remember, if any one of you are a streamer and want a little bit of a shout out, don't be afraid to ask for that. We all had to start out anytime. Anyway, let's see how this works. Well, what's there is certainly strong enough to rival Getter Emperor. That said, this existence of such a massive singular point creates a different issue entirely. The possibility of the catastrophe. But the powers I seek can exceed even that, for I am the Celestial Emperor. Then allow me to offer advice, Your Majesty, as the Celestial Sage. We should subdue the Earthlings at once and assume direct control over their fates. Or we can simply exterminate them, thus preventing any problems from occurring altogether. Do not make me repeat myself, Nexus. I already rejected that proposal. The situation has changed, Your Majesty. I beg you to reconsider. No, I will draw out the Earthlings' power. Only then will I take them into the fold, and with them come the galaxy. I am not opposed to using the Earthlings in our military, Your Majesty. But if we encourage their combat potential to evolve further, it could end up working against us. You suggest I should nip the danger in the bud. Precisely. That would be no different from Raval admitting defeat. Your Majesty, we arrived at this era by mere coincidence. I cannot accept any victories gained by taking advantage of that fact. I understand, Your Majesty, however, do not forget, Nixus, I am the Celestial Emperor of the Pan-Stellar Empire, Raval. Raval's blood flows through me, and my survival strategy genes demand combat. Then you will not alter your course? As you should well know. Understood. Ravabelm, I hereby strip you of your authority over Noahs. I suggest not resisting. This headquarters is already filled with my men. Then the people of Raval have lost faith in me. Well, not everyone agrees with me. Many do. And this audience was my last warning. I did not wish to come to this, but the situation calls for immediate action. It matters not. Raval's throne has always been meant for usurpers. This is nothing more than tradition. But it's futile. You're a talented man, but you are no general. I am well aware. I'm only here because of you, your majesty. Which is why I would like another to serve as the leader of Noahs. Come in. Drake. Valbelm, this is the path I've chosen. I understand. A throne can only seat one, after all. I also use this opportunity to replace Sirocco as our Earth-facing representative. What's your vision for Noahs? Your Majesty, I only want one desire, a world of peace. Holy shit, I was not anticipating Nexus to overthrow Ravelm. Elsewhere, back in the representative's office. That's all the information I found. So it's true. Likely so, yes. Thank you for all of this, Captain Nobly. We'll use this information wisely. What are your plans now? Judging from the situation, Raval has likely guessed we know their identity. And they may resort to drastic measures with the Andromeda Stellation defeated. We can only assume that they're willing to wipe out humanity themselves. They've been drawing out conflict for no reason, and still we don't know what ends serve that. That said, I doubt our decisive battle with Noahs is very far off. Which means we need to prepare ourselves and our equipment the best we can. Yes, and that includes reaching the truth. Meanwhile, at the A-Advent Mess Hall, Rue Nexus is the Celestial Emperor, the greatest mind in Raval and His Majesty's #1 aide. That's the jerk who strutted onto the A-Advent like he owned the place, right? I wonder how things would have gone right now if Amano Nexus has been elected as our representative. He's a slick operator, I'll give him that. You couldn't pay me to like him, though. The rest of Noahs is basically on the same mind. Everyone knows he's talented, but it's also common knowledge he's a real nasty character. Nexus would probably take that as a compliment. How come? He can just do whatever he wants if people already don't like him. He's perfectly aware of the positions he's in. Even I've gotta respect the guy for that. That's not the important part, though. That means Noahs is caught between His Majesty and Nexus. Their leadership and military officers are at odds. His Majesty's ultimate goal is adding the Earthlings to his own forces, then take over the galaxy. So they want us to join Noah's ranks. With enough people, their dream of galactic dominance could become reality. Nexus, meanwhile, wants everyone on Earth under strict supervision so he can snip the bud of its evolution. He's trying to create a new Raval for an era. Both of them want to change the future for Raval's benefit, of course. Savis, why is the sudden willingness to spill Raval's secrets? Thank Kamui and the resolve of his. Makes it painfully obvious that we can't be picky with how we approach this. Can't believe Kamui's little rampage actually ended up helping us. Shut up. If the rift between Valbelm and Nexus, we might be able to take advantage of it. The two biggest leaders of Noahs are at each other's throats. It's sure to have some effect. Yeah, hopefully it'll lead to some kind of internal conflict. I know I'll look forward to that. Wait, why? There's a trust between His Majesty and Nexus that nobody can ever hope to wedge their way into. I guess you can call it a bond. That holds weight coming from you, someone who swore undying loyalty to Valbel. Their strength and intelligence together lets them survive a lot of dicey situations. The current Emperor only exists because of Nexus, and vice versa. Though I gotta admit, I'm more interested in what the non-Raval groups making up Noahs will do. Bozadal, Drake, Windermere. Logos, Rube, Wong and Optimus Sirocco. They all got a quirk or several. We can only hope that Waz's rebellion helps things along. And on the other hand, we have this superhumanity inheriting the will of the Evolvers. We need to keep a close eye on Izana. We still don't know the truth behind her, or her goals, and of course, we also have no idea what she might do. Since the key to that's probably in the Evolver's ruins, I stationed Hayes there to keep watch. That explained the intel we got about Nexus' forces being active near the Chongqing ruins. I don't want to think about what would happen if it fell into the wrong hands. We should do something before they do. Ha, speak of the devil. Are we under attack? We have an emergency. The A-Haven is currently on its way to Chongqing. We have received word that Evolver ruins have appeared in this world. That was faster than I expected. All Wise Neo's pilots are to board their units and prepare to scramble. Guess the Andromeda Stellation's defeat lit a fire under Raval's asses. That is definitely true. Notes upheaval. We might as well pick some units for this one. There we go. I'm glad to see you've come, Advent and Wise Neos. I've been waiting. Rue Nexus. If he's here in person, then... So that Raval's chief strategist, Rube Nexus. Interesting. He seems like quite the character. What's your mission here? I thought I could borrow the might of the Evolvers, the original owners of these ruins. As you can see, I brought it under my control for now. Funny that you're afraid of the Earthlings evolving through combat, but you still want your hands on Evolver tech. If you have an old saying here on Earth, do you not? If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. If I could unravel the mysteries of the Evolvers, then it would allow me to domesticate those who have received their powers. In other words, the Earthlings. Newsflash, asshole, we're not some kind of household pet. Oh, you misunderstand. A pack of wild dogs like you would make terrible pets. Beasts that bear their fangs before their masters deserve to be put down without second thought. Of course, should you surrender, wag your tails and lie on your backs, I could reward you with affection. And if you yap for me, why, that would be perfect. Okay, now I'm pissed. You think you can mock us? Don't let him rile you up. Men like him thrive on making their opponents angry. It's how they control the situation. Nexus. It's so good to see you again, Ross Cybus. Though I sure Rava Belm would weep to see you as you are now. Are you here on His Majesty's orders? Well, you were once a Celestial Knight. I must inform you of certain matters. Rava Belm no longer leads Rava. What? As is Raval tradition, Rava Belm has been removed from the Celestial Emperor's throne by force. Then you betrayed him? He was a powerful general. His leadership skills, however, left much to be desired. But you fought alongside him. You were his trusted ally. Why would you do this? People change. It's only natural. But he refused to. That's all it came down to. So Rava Belm has fallen from power. Then what will happen to Raval and Noah's for that matter? Since everyone is here, I'd like to make an announcement. Noah's will be changing, due no small part to my partner. I'll take this chance to introduce to you all. This is Ade Stradio, Secretary General of the new League of Nations, though I'm sure you're already acquainted. Secretary General Ade? Wait, He's that really important person from the NLN. But he's supporting the A Advent. But he was supporting the A Advent this whole time. How could you surrender to Noah's? He didn't. Ade Stradio has been a Raval collaborator since before Noah's was formed. Say what? How is that possible? What are your grounds for that assertion, Captain of the A Advent? The Celestial Emperor Rava Belm was the true culprit behind the destruction of the 31st Autonomous Corps. I reported my investigation on it to the higher-ups, but nobody seemed to care. When I tried to find out why, I stumbled across you. Back then, you were a member of the Earth Federation Senate. Ade Stradio, you used your position to conceal Raval's existence, didn't you? Captain! It took me a while to get to the truth myself, to be fair. And only because being captain of the A Advent's gotten me connections with the likes of the Preventers, the Order of the Black Knights, and Hayes. You were you were the New Earth Federation's first president and the one behind its dissolution. Then you became Secretary General of the New League of Nations and began supporting us. Incidents would happen wherever you requested us to go. I imagine that's because you were using us to bring the world to the course Raval wanted to be on. You've been thorough on your investigations. It seems there's nothing left for me to explain. As you surmised, I am Raval's oldest collaborator on Earth. He was using us the whole time. Don't start acting smug because we exposed your villainy. That isn't what's happening. He believes what he's doing is just. That's why he's so calm. It's not that I believe what I'm doing is right, but I wanted to save Earth from the Raval threat. I concluded the only way to do that was to surrender to them. That would mean future salvation for the galaxy as well. So you knew about humanity's future too! That's why I chose His Excellency Nexus over Raval, all for a better future for Earth. His Excellency is a reasonable man and an advocate for peace. I wanted a skill that unified the Logos Remnant and exposed the Mari Maya's army's corruption. So that's why the Mari Maya army started their uprising. You used yourself as bait to fire them up. I'm willing to do whatever is necessary. That includes putting myself in danger. It was all for the sake of peace. And so, Wise Neos, Representative Ichika, I ask you lend His Excellency Nexus and I your strength for the sake of peace on Earth. You're misidentifying what peace is. Peace is far from a mere lack of fighting. What you tried to buy with our future was simply safety. Why don't you understand what is meant to achieve? Do you really think you could beat Noah's or Raval? We could throw everything the Earth has against them, and it wouldn't matter. What can you do alone? Did you make any efforts to bridge that gap yourself? That was a hard decision. One I made after endless agonizing. It was something only I could do. No, it was a selfish decision. Anyone could make. Why did you never talk it over with anyone else? It could have led to a better plan. Everyone here with me is willing to face Noah's, even if nobody else in the world is. You don't understand. Seems to me you're the one who doesn't get it. The guys aren't the biggest fans of giving up. They've turned the tables on a ton of unwinnable situations before. It took me joining Wise Neos to really get them. What you said is correct, Cybus. That's exactly why I viewed the entirety of Wise Neos as a singular point. Should we join forces? We'll surely be able to change the future. That's our plan regardless. But said plan does not involve handing you the keys to our peace and liberty. Very unfortunate. I see you're no different from Ravabelm. You blindly believe your personal strength can accomplish anything, but you ignore rationality, never sparing thought for your chances of success. Perhaps that would have worked in a more turbulent age. What the world needs right now is peace. Which is why we must end the fighting as soon as possible, by rallying our strength and exterminating all who oppose us. I'll never accept a world born of oppression. Using force to silence those who are unhappy isn't peaceful. True peace is when people abandon fighting altogether. I predicted we'd reach an impasse, and here we are. It was the same for myself and Ravabaum. Of course, Rube Nexus, Valbaum and Wiseneos chose to move forward. You, by contrast, chose to remain stagnant. Izana! Lady Izana, the superhuman. This is a surprise. Are you here to visit the place in which you slumbered? We awaken to plunge the world into conflict. If you would turn your back to it, then you're worthless to us. Your Excellency! You wish to purge me? Then, what we seek is evolution through combat. To that end, we want to see you and Wiseneos do battle. Very well. A fight with them was also within my predictions. After all, Wiseneos is my greatest threat now that Ravabaum has been confined. Nexus! Now then, allow me to introduce you all to the one seated to the new Noah's throne. The Whips! Drake Looped, you're the new ruler of Noah's? Indeed. This isn't like you, Drake. You actually let Nexus play you like a game piece? Don't misunderstand. King Drake was the very man who suggested my coup. I live for conquest, for trampling over friends and comrades alike. Drake's aura power is greater than ever. He has vast ambition consumed Nexus as well? Then Drake himself is the source of the desire for conflict. What's more important is that Noah's is changing. That's why everyone has assembled here. Wong Yu Fat! Now, let me introduce you all as to my most invaluable ally. The Dark Gundam! If you're expecting to fix the Dark Gundam, don't bother. It's programmed with much stricter controls this time. You whelp! You would use the Dark Gundam not for ideals or convictions, but for petty ambitions? Cry if you must. Your whimpers will not reach the ultimate victor here. Your whimpers will not reach the ultimate victor here. Me! It's my mission as member of the new Noah's to destroy the world and rebuild it under a new order. Wise new wheels units, scramble! We need to pick some units to help us out, so... Did I pick... Oh, yeah. Let's see, we got you. Since we got that and those, we also need the Loondrock with us. Oh yeah, we got the Loondrock. There we go. That should help us out. There you are, Wiseneos. Think of the bounty we'll get if we crush him. We have a mountain of treasure. This time we'll be coming out on top. Let's do this. Are you alright with that, your kingliness? I'm no longer a king. I have no intentions of living my life the way Drake Luke does. I don't care how all this plays out. Only want revenge for my sister. Thalio. Lady Izana, while this isn't my first choice, you have the battle you desire. You'll take quite a liking to Wiseneos. Will you accept my point of view if we crush him? Perhaps, if you win. Even the strict one, ever the strict one. All units open fire. Bring Wiseneos down and make the world ours. Drake, look, your ambition ends here and now. All units, Move to intercept. We can only put an end to the Noahs here if we defeat Drake and Naxus. Your Excellency, no need to worry, General Ade. There's no doubt that Wise Neos is a dangerous foe. But if we strike now, we can still win. This may be our chance and I intend to take it. Okay, so let's do our forces. So first off, we'll move our forces through here. Oh, well, let's do a punch. Come on.
アウトボクサーとの差し合いだ。燃えろ、俺の拳を。バーニングパンチ。シュート。
Oh, well.
盾に紋章を背負ってるわけじゃないってね。動きを封じる。ヘロバク、いけ！走れ、パーペイ！
That squished him. Anyway, I need to take care of this. There we go. Alright, that should help us out a little bit. Level up. So that takes care of that. No, no. Oh, well, might as well do that.
立ち止まることはできない。そう誓ったんだ。生きる。罪を背負いながら、このランスロットと共に。それが僕の選んだ道だ。だからどうも簡単に。
Oh, finally! So he basically, he got a much needed upgrade. Okay, Psycho Frame is activated. Double Mazin power. That should deal with that. By the way, I'm also curious if anyone's wondering. Let's see. For the G Gundams will deal with the Dark Army here. we're gonna have the nightmares and the preventers deal with this, and the rest will deal, and the A team will be, and our A team units will go. And our A team will go through and deal with the Drake Luke's forces. There we go. That should help us out a bit. That should deal with the units, so let's move in. Come on. That Kong's getting whacked. Yeesh, Louise, come on, man. Sheesh, Louise, these guys really are that persistent. Oh, well.
これはどうですか。私の持つ最大の技、お見せしよう。行け！ローゼスハリケーン！
There we go, that should work. Micro missiles.
始めるか。捕捉した。
There we go.
周辺の敵を引きつける役は任せる。まずは動きを止める。
これなら外さん。覚悟はいいな。
恐れなし地球人類。
運がなかったな。
Yeah, that is terrifying right there. Okay, that'll work. That'll work.
いい動きをしているが、ここまでだな。まだ私に役目があるというなら。
There we go. There we go, that should deal some damage. We need to break these clowns. Might as well. Are you on Drake's side just because he summoned you? If so, that's all I need to hear. I'm taking you down.
相手のオーラに負けるな。
ああ、やってみせるさ。わかるさ。すべてが。いけ！ れが俺のオーラ力だ。これが聖戦士の戦いだ。
There we go. You guys piss me off. This is the last you've seen of me. Drink and burn it for all I care, I'll do as I please. Cheryl's aura power keeps on growing. The desire for conflict consumed her. She's gonna keep looking for fights, so it's safe to assume she'll keep her promise. There we go.
お前のやり方は知ってんだよ。プロフォトンエフェクトフルバースト。これが俺の翼だ。まだ終わっちゃいない。とどめだ。なんだと。
Yeah, you're fighting your former boss, man. I'm not letting this end here, not before I made a name for myself. I'm surviving for the last thing I do. You're a sore loser, Faye. The desire for conflict's gotten him too. I can tell he's suffering. Let's deal with you now.
そのスピードでも俺は振り切る。機動人外と忍者の力、今ここに。3幻の千の剣、それがお前を葬る。何？やられた。
There we go, and that took care of that little critter. I can't kick the bucket here. I'm out of here, Drake. Feel free to rehire me if you win. Alan! The only thing he's interested is in himself. The desire for conflict's gotten to him, and now all he thinks about is looking for fights, huh? There we go. We need to get energy. No, 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 I already... Oh, never mind, whatever.
苦しむ間もなく終わらせてやろう。やるぞバイルーミナ。食らえ。
見通しが甘いね。当然反撃だ。負けられない絶対。これでこれがグレンの輻射波動だ。
俺は未来を救えなかった。
And that took care of him. Ah, no, 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 I forgot.
Tobiari!
There we go. 2 zeros, the black and the white. I'll finish you both off here and now. Helio, what's the point of carrying on this fight? Don't, Suzaku. That's for him alone to decide. But Lelouch, try to understand what his heart's desires is. Yes, all we can do now is give him the fight he wants. I'll stake everything I have left on this battle. I don't need a future. The only thing I ever wanted is lost to me forever. Yo, that should work.
俺はカリスマだ。しかし、今こそ力を結集する。各機、俺の指揮通りに動け。
了解。
敵の位置を固定する。
さて、
And of course we're gonna finish this guy off, just to deal damage.
行くよ、グレン。そこだー。
仕上げはお前だ、スザク。
ランスロット真の切り札を使わせてもらう。セブンカウント、ゴー。セブン、シックス、ファイブ、フォー、スリー、ツー、ワン、ゼロ、バースト。ここまでなのか、投げ出しメイン。
悪くないな、 この感覚。
浸っている暇はないよルルーシュ。
No! My battle isn't over yet! Enough, Shalio. Just stop this. Your battle is over, bro. Give it a rest already. Zilkstan has been reborn. You finally free from your battle. I got nothing left. Shalio! Zero. I could never beat any of you in the end. And the world changed too fast for me to find a place in it. It was only natural. My place was always at my sister's side. I thank you for at least this, Zero, because now I can see her again. Shalio! Rest in peace. You were a warrior to the very end. This is another casualty of your actions, Lelouch. I know. I didn't intend to avert my eyes. Jamia, Shalio is with you now. No one can disturb you two any longer. May your time together be peaceful. I'm sick and tired of that gross face of yours. Time to settle the score. Hey, don't be like that. I gotta make up for all the times you punks beat me. Don't worry, though. Don't worry. I'll only maim you for now. I want to take you alive so I can hunt you down as many times I want. That's it. You're going down. There we go. Alright. Break moral limit program. Oh! This thing won't hold! I should have pulled out earlier! My money! If I die, what's gonna happen to all my money? The planet has finally met its end. In the end, all that money got you was a one-way trip to the other side. Greed never brought anyone a happy ending.
これはどうですか。これはあなたへの手向けです。ローゼススクリーマー。There we go.
Alright, that's gonna work. I have to figure out, I'm sorry about being quiet, just trying to calculate how the heck. Unity. There we go. Bravery, there we go. I need to figure that out. Let's see, that should work. Now we can... Here we go. There, now we can do this. Gundam. No, Ultimate Gundam. You were given a mission when you were born, and I have faith that it's still in there somewhere. I'll save you. You're my mom and you're my mom and dad and brother's dream.
デビルガンダム、その存在は許さん。行くぞ。ユーハ。 王腐敗の名のもとに俺のこの手が真っ赤に燃える勝利をつかめとただらくさせばバークレスゴッドフィンガーセカ天行剣 Here I come! Second Tenkyo! Gold Finger! And Kirito! Endo!
Gundam has stopped. Not over yet. That thing's healing its wounds. The DG cells are regenerating themselves. But how are they doing that so quickly? Surprised? The DG cells are much stronger now. The darkness has grown even blacker. Ultimate Gundam, is there no way to return you to your rightful form? What are you doing, Domon? The Ultimate Gundam is crying out for your help. It is? It was lauded as the greatest and most evil. The only one who ever defeated it was you. Thus, you're the only one who could change it back. I can bring the Ultimate Gundam back? You're right. The Ultimate Gundam was my family's dream. If I don't, who else will? But how? If all he has to do is keep busting up, it'll keep regenerating. The Dark Gundam made an effort, if I recall. Its purpose was when we faced... The Dark Gundam made an effort to recall its purpose when faced with Bug. If it can do it, then maybe. The Ultimate Gundam's purpose was to save Earth. And at the bottom of it all is... Domon! Rain, lend me your strength! Domon, I know what you're feeling. Rain, put together everything you're feeling and everything we're feeling, and let the Dark Gundam have it. Right. Oh, this is gonna be good. Dark Gundam. No, Ultimate Gundam. You're my family's dream, the culmination of their love. You love Earth, and to fulfill your purpose, you tried to wipe out humanity. Probably because you forgot your love for humanity, those who also are part of Earth. You've absorbed rain once before, but our love conquered you. So we'll show you that the power of love can change everything. Come on, Rain, it's time for another miracle of love.
デビルガンダム、お前との因縁、ここで終わらせる。さあ、最後の仕上げだ。
太陽の手が真っ赤に燃える。
幸せつかめと。
轟き叫ぶ。
クラメス。
ゴッドフィンガー。
セキ。
は。
ラブラブ。
天井剣。
The king has his way. And there you go. I don't know if Larry's watching, but that was it. It's not regenerating! The Dark Gundam is suffering! It's remembering the reason it was born? No! Dark Gundam, retreat this instant! It's running away! But what we did was definitely working. Oh, so that love thing so that's the love thing I keep hearing about! That was incredible! Shin, you trained with Domon, right? Can you use that move? Don't be silly, of course I can't! Why, because you don't have enough love? Not that, that was one hell of a sight. Earth sure was worth the trip. It was so strong, it even shocked that devilish Gundam. Domon Kashu, I knew you were too dangerous to leave alive. Enough of this, Wu Young Fat. I won't let you manipulate the Dark Gundam any longer. I'm gonna save the Ultimate Gundam. I swear it. So that leaves only Drake Luft, so... That's all that's left is the Grandmaster. careful, Sho. Drake's aura power is enormous right now. He must be determined now that he's driven out Valdom and taken the reign of Noah's. I can feel it. This aura battler. This Sho Zama. When I summoned Shot, my ambitions gave their first newborn cry. And when I summoned Shozama, my ambitions began to walk. Now they run freely without any summoned assistance. I can't lose this fight. Yo. Yeah, why not? We'll do it this way. At last, a chance to take revenge with my own two hands. You're not even a fighter. Do you use others for your own personal gain? Do you really think you can beat me like that? Have you forgotten that I have the DG cells? What does a trained fighter have in the face of their might? Brute force, conviction, all meaningless. I'll show you that strength you attain. That strength you attain for yourself is strength you can always depend on. And that strength will be what ends you, Wu Yang Fat.
ここまで来たら言葉は不要。お前の理想を拳で語れ。さあ、最後の仕上げだ。二人のこの手が真っ赤に燃える。幸せつかめと轟き叫ぶ。バークメス。ゴッドフィンガー。 関はラブラブ天井系
And of course, there goes. Right into the Grandmaster Gundam.
俺たちの勝ちだ。そんな。 バカな。
It's good to be the king. Ooh. How's that, Wu Yang Fat? How is what exactly? The Grandmaster Gundam's healing its damage! I'll strengthen the DG cells. With their power, I'm immortal. The ultimate being surpass even Great Wong. I am the ultimate Wong. Drunken on borrowed strength, you never changed, Wong Young Fat. Well, we'll just have to destroy the GG cells themselves. The Shovel Alliance! The five of us are technically rivals. But yeah, Wu Yang Fat, oh, you know this move. So that move was supposed to be a one-time deal. But we can't be stubborn, not when it comes to DG cells. We'll show you how crust betters fight. Wong Yang Fat, witness the Shuffle Alliance's power.
シャッフル同盟の力を今一つに。行くぞお前たち。この魂の炎を極限まで高めれば倒せないものなどない。俺のこの手が真っ赤に燃える。勝利をつかめと轟き叫ぶ爆裂シャッフル同盟家。なぜこの私が。
No! Impossible! The DG cells can't regenerate fast enough! Begone, Wong! This planet has no need for DG cells! A brilliant display, New Shuffle Alliance! And so the curtain falls on Wong Yu Fat. He was a persistent man. But we still came out on top. The powered up DG cells? Big deal! The five of us together are invincible. All that's left is Urube Ishikawa. We'll stop him for good. And that took care of most of those guys, so while we're... That should work. Next up. Oh, I got an idea. We're gonna need to do bravery, of course. There we go. That's better. There we go. Soul. Let's see, we'll do love. There we go. Celia Lapina, I will strike you down and surpass the will of Beidston well. Drake all his power is swallowing up the people of Earth. It seems to grow without limit. What turned into desire for conflict engulfing the planet, then it must be stopped here. That's my mission. No, the mission of all wise Neos. Do-do. There we go, that should work. The Whirlwinds is directly ahead. Retreat isn't an option. We'll settle this flagship to flagship. Aye, miss. Valbelm has told me about you, Ichika wife, Fran Burnett. You got the capacity to be a ruler, so both you and Valbelm are obstacles to my progress. And now we get to finish. Now it makes sense to basically put an end to this once and for all. There we go. Only basically makes it fair to finish this off with this.
憎しみを広げるんだ。いなくなれよ。俺のオーラ力をぶつける。今だ。消えろー。俺はこの力で戦っていく。
And that squished him. A adapter and the R amplifier. Huh. The Whirlwind falls! And with that, my ambitions! Is this as far as I could go? It's over now, Drakeloft. So it is. My soul will return to Bystonwell, where it'll receive the punishment it deserves. But war is human nature. One day it will engulf even Bystonwell. Sorry to disappoint you, but that's not gonna happen. Can you be so confident after seeing Rabban Zaramand? What? To live is to fight. Stopping conflict is beyond any person's ability. Nonetheless, beware of shot. What do you mean? Valbelm, I wonder how far you'll go. Drake Loft, you are one hell of a guy. It all began back in the land of Ah, and now our battle with Drake is finally over. It's been so long. His ambitions drove everyone and threw Bystonwell into war. If Drake is gone, does that mean our war is over too? It doesn't. This war goes beyond Bystonwell. And besides, the desire for conflict covering the world, I had thought Drake Luke's aura power was responsible for its expansion. But it continues to grow even stronger even after his death. It's impossible to know what will happen here on this battlefield. Your Excellency, King Drake has been defeated! A shame, but he can be replaced. King Drake required nothing but my utmost caution, similar as he was to Ravabelm. Now I needn't bother. Wouldn't you say that's something to rejoice? You are one twisted individual! It's little wonder why you didn't understand, huddled in that tiny planet you are. What the hell, really? It's really picking up my... I need to figure out how to deal with this. Hold up. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay. That should work, hopefully. Nose has been neutralized. There we go. Your Excellency! I have to hand it to wise Neos. I suppose singular points have a way of defying predictions. It's really a time to be impressed. I've already requested reinforcements from headquarters. Wise Neos is exhausted. We'll overwhelm them with sheer numbers. We can stop for time while within the ruins until they arrive. Your Nexus appear to be holding up in the ruins. That's really not going to get them this far. We have a problem with Ichika. We're getting reports of massive man-made structures surfacing in the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans. Again? Based on their structure, it appears to be Evolver ruins. What's the call, Ichika? Assemble a team to storm the ruins and follow Nexus' group. Everyone else, remain on a combat alert. Take the chance to repair and refuel if needed. This battle isn't over yet. We need to prepare for more. Inside the former laboratory of the Evolver ruins. Nexus! You made it past all that. You may be a traitor, but you're still a Celestial Knight, I suppose. I could have handled Raw Celestial Warriors alone. Lucky he has us, then. Did you really think those measly forces would be enough to stop us? You have nowhere left to run. It seems I gave you power greater than Raw survival strategy genes. Yeah, and that's proof how much you're a threat you are. I might say it many times as necessary. We'll fight for peace and liberty, not to coerce others. And should a compatriot attempt to do so, we would fight to stop them. Oh, I knew it! Representative, you and your people really can avert the worst case future. We should get off saying that now. It may be true that you only acted according to your own sense of justice. But that's no better than an ego trip. And you gotta pay for using us like that. No, stop! Resorting to violence will lead to the worst case future. Your bald-faced attempts to divert our entirely justified anger are only making matters worse for you. Ichika Y. Friend Burnett is correct. You cannot stop others with words alone, Ade Stradio. Valbelm! What is the meaning of this, Nexus? I thought you had Valbelm locked up! I'm just as surprised as you. Ravabelm, the only one who confines you was Ravalian. You are the Celestial Emperor. You would not have broken taboo and harmed a compatriot. Ridana, the monster must have released him. I act by my own will. I will not accept help from others. Then how? I cut down the Celestial Warriors personally. It's as simple as that. Your Majesty, to break the taboo I myself put in place is an unpardonable offense. I did so nonetheless. I've become a demon that I may put an end to it all with my own hand. Good, Valbelm. Fight as your instincts demand. Do not interrupt me, Asana. Your presence is unneeded here. Very well. We'll simply observe then. Nobody needs you here, Valbelm. This is between us and Nexus. Sorry you wasted your trip, but you should go back the way you came. You speak soundly. In which case, I humbly request that you leave this to me. He's bowing? He wanted to deal with the traitor so badly he begged us? Ravabelm, how long has it been since you bowed your head to another? I don't remember. This is what I was looking for. If you changed sooner, I could have been your right hand for eternity. I never changed. I'm still the same man you knew. But you've chosen to walk a path of solitude. I have no intention of criticizing Drake. I'm sure he had no regrets. That's what it means to walk the path of conquest. It's time we leave this age behind us. We must change the future. To change the future, I'll create a new age. You and your cowardly cohorts are doing nothing but running from our fight. The vortex of combat births new power. I will make that power my own and use it to take over the galaxy. Excellent, Valbaum. If only you were an Earthling. If you were, Willforce would have lent you its power. Willforce? That's the bioengineering the A-Admin in the Lundrot uses, right? If she says it would lend him its power, then Willforce is alive? Camille? No, that's not the right way to put it. Willforce isn't just energy, it's a collective will of the dead. Wait, what? Coming to the realization shows you're taking the first step in your evolution. In which case, there's no point in hiding it. Camille Badan is correct. Will Force is the collective will of the Animus clan who were wiped out of their cataclysm 12,000 years ago. It exists to spur the evolution of those who live on Earth. The dead should never twist the world to manipulate the living. Camille has several brushes with the souls of the dead. That must be how he pieced this together. I understand everything now. The desire for conflict spread across the world is actually will force, the will of dead evolvers. The desire for conflict comes from the dead, and it's been driving the world to fight. What's the point in doing all this? To evolve the Earthlings through conflict. Noah engulfs the Earth in war and drags conflict out for the very same reason. Correct. The dead who wills the world to fight. It's nothing to lament. You're the chosen seed. When faced with annihilation, the Animus clan performed a ritual to leave their wills in this world. And they embedded a factor into humankind, our successor species. The same as our survival strategy genes, then. Yes, if you want to call it something, the evolve factor seems appropriate. The humans living on Earth, those with the evolve factor, are the Animus clan's successors. Humanity was meant to wait on Earth until the moment of their evolution, the moment the factor awakened. Wait, so about the ones who left to explore the galaxy for the seeding project? They either lack the evolve factor or were only weakly influenced by it. Those without the factor are a hindrance to will force, thus they were made to leave the planet. Then the will force was why the Zentradi didn't settle on Earth. This is literally insane! Humans can't do any of that! Ah, but they can. The power of spirits can even bend dimensions. The Animus beast Midolo, you all fear, is one such example. Since we have the chance, I'll explain in further detail. Will Force was also responsible for sending Raval 2,500 years into Earth's past. What? Our displacement was all engineered by you? The birth of Azana, the superhuman capable of communicating with Will Force, finally granted our wish. And Raval was chosen as its catalyst to trigger drastic evolution in the Earthlings. The Ravalians have similar traits as the species to the Earthlings. They must have been optimal combat opponents. Then Raval was no more than a stepping stone on the road to the Earthlings' evolution. The evolve factor will eventually exhibit power greater than that of your survival strategy genes. To think the evolvers were so far-reaching? Nexus, you keep quiet. Does this frustrate you, rude Nexus? Even your falling out with Valbound, your sworn ally, was orchestrated by us? Raval's only worth is as fodder for the Earthlings. So what? Oh? Raval will be victorious. We will bring the Earthling in line and add them to our forces. There's a fine fire in your eyes. Your existence will drive the Earthlings to evolve. This is also due to your possession of, I don't give a damn what the Evolvers want. I am the Celestial Emperor. I will crush all who call Raval their enemy. We're well aware how powerful you are. Nexus was capable enough to reactivate our ruins after all. In time, he likely would have claimed the ruins in the Pacific, Atlantic, and Indian Oceans for himself as well. Then all the other floating ruins belonging to the Evolvers as well? Be grateful, Neg. Be grateful. Your actions only succeed because we permitted them. We were the ones who chose the moment for them to rise to the surface, of course. Anyone who acquires them will gain the use of a fraction of the Animus clan's technology. A fraction that will be more than enough to immediately change the tides of battle. According to our reports, the other ruins have been taken over already. Old Apagagal and the Windermere have claimed the Atlantic ruins, and Optimus Sirocco has occupied the Indian Ocean ruins. Now Noah's will splinter into 3. Isn't that delightful, Valbound? The alliance was always going to be temporary. It's no temporary loss to me. Then fight, you against Wise Neos, for the right to rule the galaxy. We'll be eagerly awaiting the final outcome. Try not to drag it out, though. You'll never know what might happen to the world in the meantime. She ran off! So the Evolvers will why our conflict with Raval happened in the first place. Celestial Emperor Valbelm. Will you assume command over Noah once again? Yes. For what little that matters now that it's collapsed. It hasn't collapsed yet, Your Majesty. Nexus. You've already dispatched the Celestial Guard to the ruins in the Pacific. The largest of them. They'll be under our control. Use them, and your desires will be fulfilled. The pities of growing old. It seems even as a Celestial Sage can misread the flow of time. The current age calls for you, Celestial Emperor Alvelm. It calls for a hegemon. And I swear loyalty to you. My powers are yours to further your conquest, Your Majesty. That won't do it all, Ade Stradio. Why? Because I'm an Earthling? Far from it. Pointing one's blade at the Celestial Emperor even once is an unpardonable offense. Isn't it, Val? It is, Nexus. Well, Representative Ichika, I think we can both see I've lost. The loser must exit. I'll do what I promised in the election and do what must be done. Representative Ichika, stay with me, please. I'm so sorry for using you at all this time. Secretary General Ade, stay where you are, Ichika. If you move, I'll slaughter all of Wise Neos where they stood. His Majesty means business. Even if we ganged up on him, I doubt we'll come out on top. Much as it pains me to admit, you're right. But you needn't worry about them. They're your enemies as much as they're mine. I'm simply dealing with them as is appropriate. I did it all for her sake. I did nothing wrong. Let it go, Ade. I won't permit you to take any more of His Majesty's precious time. Nexus? Val, I wanted to see how far you would rise. But unfortunately, I lack the energy to follow you all the way up. I'll be praying for your victory. Farewell, my friend. Raval's future, it's in your hands. Your Majesty! What's going on? You're being attacked from outside. More enemies to deal with? Part 2. Looks like we got part 2 to this battle. We got a good chunk. Argo with the ace in this fight. So we got a part 2 to deal with. Anyway, let's take a look and see what upgrades we can get. Cause I'm being serious, we need to figure out customization.
これからの戦いのために万全の準備を。お待ちしておりました。
We need to get our aces up. There we go. There, we could use that shit. Let's see. Hold up. I want to see what parts we could. Oh, I forgot we could switch between the two. that should help us out a bit. Okay, let's get some
カ
parts.
スタマイズを始めましょう。
I need to find... Alright, decision making there, spirit of power, spirit of steel. That could work. That should help. Shuffle Alliance Oath and such should help us out. Okay, that could work out well. Let's see. Nope. Let's see. Chaos Bringer Generator. Dynamometer, Energy Resistor. Yeah, we'll
これ
figure
から
out.
の戦いのために万全の準備を。これからの戦いのために万全の準備を。
There we go. There we go, that's what we need. That should work. Alright, that should help us out. Now that we got that out of the way, let's take a look at the next mission. Oh, we got Suzaku. Might as well get Suzaku as ace. Took me a while to get him, but hey, let's see this. Congratulations, Suzaku. I hereby bestow the title of Ace Pilot upon you. Thank you very much, Representative Ichika. I'll strive harder to be worthy of this title. You're a very dedicated person, Suzaku. I think Lelouch would use the word boring there. Oh, I'm always struck how close you two are. I have to wonder about that. Huh? I don't know what my relationship with Lelouch is with Lelouch anymore. So much has happened between us. We've been hated enemies, and we've been allies with the same goal. Couldn't you just call yourself friends? Oh, sorry, was that a strange thing to say? No, you're right, Representative Ichika. Despite everything that happened, there's no doubt that Lelouch and I are friends. You helped me remember something that should have been obvious. Thank you, Representative Ichika. You're very welcome. The two of you combined are invincible, so I hope you continue being my trustworthy allies. Now we go past, present, and future. This is getting good. Meanwhile, in the London suburbs... Uh-oh. There's a kaiju here, too! I also heard on the news that some mysterious structure has surfaced in the Atlantic Ocean. Is it the apocalypse? Oh no, not good at all. The city's descended into pandemonium. Can't say I blame them given the circumstances. We need to get to India. There's the one way. That's the one way we can do anything about this. The plan is use the super dimension calculator and come up with a way to avert the catastrophe, right? That's right. I'll introduce you to BB properly once we get there. He's the only one you can count on right now. There's nobody else in Shiva? Tilda and the rest would prioritize using the super dimensional calculator to finish the ornithological diagonalizer. Not that they're wrong to do so. It's true that it'll counteract the red dust. True, but still, we should worry about the impending catastrophe over the short term. I couldn't have said it better myself. That's why it's up to us and BB to handle it. Alright, we need to head to India, right? To get to the super dimensional calculator, right? Correct. But that's easier said than done at the moment. The calculator is one thing. We might not even be able to reach India with all that panic. Professor Lee? If something happens to me, you need to make sure you get there, alone or not. I'm pinning my hopes on you. Guys, you're approaching. We gotta get out of here. Go on ahead without me. Professor Lee, what are you doing? You're gonna get killed if you stay. There's a little girl stuck over there. Get out of here now. Hurry! Ah! Oh shit! Professor Lee! She just got snatched up by a frickin' rat-on! Damn! Past, present, and future. The Inferno Alliance are attacking the ruins! Nina, how's Michichika and the others? They've been dropped off. Wise Neos is heading straight back into battle. Oh, wait, dude. I'm sorry I have to keep you waiting, Captain Nobly. It's alright. What happened to Ade Stradio? He and Rude Nexus were killed by Valbaum. I see. Valbaum then vanished during all the chaos. And let's not think about him for now. These demons are a bigger issue. Said Wise Neos, you should have gone down with the ruins. Well, too bad, Garuda. We're stubborn as cockroaches. Do you still refuse to acknowledge your kind is a blight on the universe, do you? Again, we're fighting to change the future here. Get that through your thick skull already, bird brain. If anyone could do it, it's Wise Neos. Well, you heard him. Oh, those guys are getting rid. How the hell did they survive? And now the Andromeda Stellation's coming to play! What? How the hell are they in this area? No stalkers have popped up since then. We're a suicide squad. We jumped through the dimensional rift generated when the star border was destroyed. We're all aware that there'd be no way of getting back to our time period. So they came to this era when we did. I have to respect their dedication. Silence, Kamui! Lord McDonald entrusted you with Bug, so why have you failed? You really have to ask if the Bug didn't stand a chance against us. But not even a weapon from the future can reshape a planet capable of stopping humanity. Very well then, you left me no choice but to resort to this. That's Animus Beast Meatalo! It's finally here? Wait, they actually brought it out? Now, it must have reached its final form, damn it. That's right, it's matured by absorbing the vengeful spirits of the Yoma Empire and the Mycenae Empire. Now go forward with your newfound might, Meatalo, and devour wise Neos. A system that turns the dead, lingering resentment into power. So this is yet another part of the Evolver's legacy. It's no different than what the A-Avent does with Willforce, does it? Miss Ichika, Karina, turn off Mirakana Eye. Divert the auxiliary power reactor to maintaining the city's functions. As you wish. Should you get that, that means the A-Avent won't be able to participate in this battle. You'll have to do your best without us. That makes sense. Use Willforce, the Evolver's power would mean accepting their wills. And doing so would result in us Earthlings becoming a blight on the universe. I get that, but still, it's going to be rough trying to fight the rest of this war without the A-Avent's help. We can worry about that later. Let's take down Meatalo first. So you finally understand exactly what it is you're using, do you? Garuda! How unfortunate. I hear Yoma Emperor Barao has been looking forward to seeing Meatalo devour the Evolver's wills. To hell with that, we're nobody's puppet, you got that? He's right, we refuse to submit to anyone, not to scum like you, and not to the Evolvers either. Forgive me for everyone, I know I'm forcing a heavy burden on your shoulders, but don't worry about it. Defending the A-Avent is what Wise Neos is here for. What he said, you're doing the right thing. We'll fight with our own strength. Yeah, we'll show the massive resentment and all those Evolver ghosts floating around. Just how powerful the living can be. Right. All units, concentrate fire on Meatalo while intercepting the hostile approaching the A-Advent. Right. We'll send the Inverter Alliance trump card packing. Behold, Sistis. This is a battle between those utilizing the legacy of the Animus clan and those rejecting its will. I was completely unaware that there was a monster quite like Animus Beast Meatalo out there. I doubt even Wise Neos could defeat it, strong as they may be. Ichika, show us what you're capable of.
平穏を破壊する悪魔の存在は放置できん。ぶちかましてカイゼルナイトダブルストーム。
That's gotta hurt. There we go. That takes care of Grid. Yeah, we need to move this guy, so... There we go. Mazin power, of course. One more power boost. Oh, I ended up grabbing the wrong mech. Damn it. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Now do we need to do that so we can get some resources? There we go. That should do some damage.
戦い抜く。それが俺の抵抗だ。
But seriously, this is getting deep.
攻撃開始。
Thank you. Okay, the cycle frame's now activated. Ah, well, might as well do this.
今日の私は絶好調です。いい感じです。少し荒っぽい手でいきます。前に入りました。
There we go. That should be 8. Oh wait, duh. Ah, well.
悪魔に俺たちの世界を渡しはしない。命を燃やす時だ、サジーンエンペラー G。 エンペラーソード。
That's gotta hurt. Oh boy.
それで終わりだ。
Of course, that just wrecks the guy. Kaboom. Do.
未来は俺たちが切り開く。
There we go, come on. No, damn it. Yeah, we don't need that. Come on. Yeah, this is gonna really sting. I was at dinner for a sec. How goes the Robot Wars? Oh, you're gonna find it interesting, Larry. First off, we managed to you missed the fun part. We managed to get the Shuffle Alliance and Love Ten Kyoken moment. You're dealing with some Cthulhus. I think these are Khadora beasts from the Mycenaean Empire, Larry. So we're dealing with some new critters right there. Yeah, but there are Cthulhian monsters in a bit. But what happened here is, after we dealt with the guys outside the ruins and got in, Valbaum got himself cooed. They took his throne. And now we're dealing with, apparently the Yoma clan, who's decided the Infernal Alliance, who's now utilizing that little red purple dude, the demon beast Midolo. And it turned out the Andromeda Stellation somehow survived. Hold up. Ichiga, show us what you're capable of. 20 hostile... Oh, hold up. 20 hostiles have been eliminated, but Midolo still stands. Unfortunately, and this fight is likely won't end until it's down. Midolo's attacking us! The dome's not gonna hold! Captain Overley, please advance the A Advent towards the fighting. Might I ask why? Midolo's after the A Advent. We can't control it by using... We can control it by using ourselves as bait. And you think we can win that way? Honestly, I'm not certain. But we can't lose here, no matter what. Aye, aye, miss. Ichika! The A Advent will draw Midolo's attention. All Wise Neos units use this opportunity to flank and attack. Roger. and almost forgot to mention, Larry, apparently Jews and everything's going to hell, so we're stuck. No way, we blasted with everything we can. How's it still moving? Its total energy greatly exceeds ours. Our efforts are tantamount to trying to put a forest fire with a water pistol. Damn it, we got a bona fide monster on our hands. Is Will Force our only hope of defeating it? No, we can't. We'll be playing right into the Evolver's hands if we did that. Yeah, but we might not have much of a choice here. Anita, I've always deferred to your judgment, Miss Ichika. Reactivate System Nirokana Eye. Yes. However, we will not be using the Will Force. My brother, if worse comes to worse, I'm counting on you. Ichika. In the residential cores of the A Advent. Ah! That was like an earthquake. Is this it for us? It'll be okay, there's no way Wise Neos can lose. That's right, kid. Yeah, we'll believe in them too. So having faith is all we could do, isn't it? Citizens of the A Advent, it's Representative Ichika. Is it now really the time to be making a speech? It's gotta be real important. What else could she be doing it? What else should be doing it right now? The A Advent is currently facing a threat beyond any of its encountered before, and we need each and every citizen's help to make it through, so please, lend us your strength. Okay, but just how exactly we're supposed to do that? Doesn't matter, I want to protect the A Advent too, so do whatever it takes. He's right, this is our home. I only ask one thing of you, and that is to have faith in the A Advent will win, and to wish for Wise Neos' triumph. So with all your heart and soul, please. You heard the lady, let's do it, people! Send us all your feelings to the A Advent. Oh wow, we're spirit bombing the hell out of this. Everyone has their own way of conveying their emotions. You can pray, you can sing, whatever works best for you. Your feelings will save the A Advent, I guarantee it. Our feelings can do that? That's right, so cheer with us. Give everything you've got. This is to protect the A Advent, Wise Neos, and ourselves. Let's do it. Right, both of us and for the rest, and for all of those doing their best out there. Wise Neos is risking their lives to protect us, so let's return the favor. Maybe there's not much that we could do on our own. But if we pool our strength together, then we can make a difference. So please, lend us your strength. Join in and let Wise Neos know how you feel. Let them know how they feel. Like that'll do any good. It will. Really? Yes. We've seen time and time again that emotions can become power, haven't we? And when they all come together as one, System Nirokana Eye startup. The output's not rising. That's fine. That's how it should be. Ichika, if I'm the core that controls the will force, then I should also be able to reject it with my own will. Then why did you boot up Nirokana Eye? Because the will force isn't the only mental energy there is. Frost was able to operate the wise Lundrock through spirit alone, so the A Advent should be capable of the same. Miss Ichika, are you planning to use the mental energy of the A Advent citizens? But the only reason I could turn my spirit into power is because of the mental training I did as a ninja. Even if each person can't provide much power, all of them together can be a mighty force. And uniting them as one is my responsibility as the representative. I will see this decision through. I'll reject the Evolvers and protect the A Advent hand in hand with my people. For that is my duty. Did you hear that, guys? Sure did. We're on it. Hey, Ichika, you got our lives with us, too. We're Wise Neos, the A Advent's protectors. That's all just another part of the job. We'll all work together for this. And don't forget us, Ichika. We're all with you. Thank you so much. The Advent's output is just past 120% of its normal value. System Nirokana Eye is fully functional. Show! Yeah, I can feel it. This isn't will force, it's the emotion of everyone who loves the A Advent. The A Advent's completely divorced itself from the Evolver's will. The desire for conflict that shrouded the A Advent is disappearing. I can't believe it! This feeling is just like that of one of Valkyr's songs. Such strength, such kindness, such warmth. This is life itself, and it gives us its strength. This is another form of energy system the Arcana Eye can output. And it's the antithesis of the power of the dead. Look at that! Midolo's in pain! Because it's being hit by energy that's opposite to it, I'm sure. Now's your chance, everyone. Strike hard and take it down. Roger. Well, guess I'll follow suit and let the good men and women of the A-Advent lend me a hand. Cross! Share some of the A-Advent's newfound power with me. I'll be sure to put it to good use. Yes, of course. Fight hard! Okay, now that we kicked Will Force to the curb, the legacy of the Evolvers is next on the chopping block. Your target is the Anarch's Beast Midolo. Use the power of the A-Advents assembled to counter the piece of the Evolver's legacy. Oh, I know what we could do. Put Dorothy here. There we go. Oh, well, let's see how this guy attacks, shall we? Anarch's Beast Midolo, a piece of the Evolver's legacy, turned vengeful ghosts into power. Strong as it may be, we'll surpass it with the help of those who call the A-Advent home. I want to see how he attacks. Oh, damn. Uh-oh.
ダメージは軽微ですが、油断は禁物です。
That barely did much of anything.
応戦しなければ的になります。
So that's what that attack does, not much of anything. Oh, that's gotta hurt. I know that's gonna work well.
いい動きをしているが、ここまでだな。感覚が研ぎ澄まされていく。
There we go. Let's see the carnage. Pierce, nope. Let's see. Valor. Okay, might as well deal with him once and for all. You got some stones, Tonico. You knew you'd fight it if you came to Earth, but that sure didn't stop you. Giving up my life is nothing if I give it in service of the Andromeda Stellation. Calm down a little. The future's gonna change whether or not you get involved. And we're gonna be the ones who do that, so don't you worry. And even if I trust you, I destroy you here and now. Yeah? Fine. It's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. Bring it on, Tonico. You're good. If you're ready to die for your cause, then prove it.
んじゃ、追っ始めるとするか。俺たちはゲッターの申し子だ。
I'm in danger.
Shine. Nani? 誰にも負けねえ。
And that takes care of him. So that's squished the monkey. The Earthlings are every bit of a threat we feared. They must be stopped, or the Andromeda Stellation has no future. How do you like that? We just knocked you into next week. Impossible. Neither we nor they possess the technology to travel through time anymore. What's wrong, Takuma? Nah, forget it. Let's focus on taking Mitalo down. Now ain't the time for distractions. Even if my gut's right, we'll just cross that bridge when we get to it. There we go. Let's see, wall. Yeah, we're in a commercial break. Sorry about that. Nope. Nope. No, how about we move? Okay, that should do it. Alright, time to deal with this once and for all, so... Just want to double check we don't miss anything. Alright, let's try this again. Right, let's do this. I can feel the emotions of everyone aboard the A Advent. They want to protect Ichika and the A Advent? Well, so do I. So I'll take this thing on. You ready, Midolo? Let's find out which is stronger, the resentment of the dead or the emotions of the living.
俺もエチカも一人じゃない。今月俺の命を吸え。極人儀俺だ。
And of course that took out Midolo big time. We need him to deal with that. Did we get it? Not yet. It's still active. Man, leave it to vengeful ghosts to linger past their welcome. If it won't go down, then we just gotta hit it with what it hates most. Cross! Let's do it together, Ichika. I'm sure you're more than capable of it now. Alright, here goes. Let's combine our hearts as one, like the brother and sister we are. And that's how big the A Advent is compared to the Moon Rock.
やるぞ、エチカ。
ニーラカ内の出力上がっていきます。
お嬢様、ご指示を。
バイズルーンドラッヘに全てを託します。思いを一つに
受け取ったぜ、エチカ。
言ってください。
これが俺たちの力だ。くらえ。
やったのですか。
エアデントの勝利だ。
Damn! He just collapsed Midolo into a black hole. or as Napalm would say, made Medolo disappear up its own backside. Now concentrate the A Avid's energy into the wise Loondrak and strike the enemy with all your might. Behold, the ultimate ninja art, Full Moon Crush! No sign of Medolo detected. I can't believe it. We actually pulled it off. Wow, the A-Avid was really awesome just now. Be proud of yourself, kid. That attack was powered up by just as much as your feelings as it was mine and everyone else's. Our feelings did that? We did it. We saved Wise Neos. Yes, you most certainly did. After today, all of you who have fought to protect the A-Avid are members of Wise Neos. So we're all Wise Neos. No, it can't be! How could Animus Beast Medolo possibly lose? You like that, Garuda? We can manage just fine on our own. We don't need no stinking evolvers. Wise Neos is made up of monsters. You really are every bit of the threat we feared. The Infernal Alliance has retreated. We got nothing to fear when we work as one. Animus Beast be damned. Brother, hey, cut it out. It's too soon to be calling me that. You said we're brother and sister just now. Whoops. Okay, got me there. For crying out loud, learn to say what you mean, man. Go easy on him. The role of Big Brother is a complex one. That it is. What's up, Baku? Gotta hit the John or something? Looks like we celebrated too soon. But what's going on? Space is distorting. What the hell is this? It's not another Stoker, is it? It's coming. That's Getter Saint Dragon! Hey, we just finished taking down another giant monster. Can't you give us a breather? Of course it won't. That's the whole reason it's here. Wise Neos has rejected the Animus clan and gained the power to defeat their legacy, Medolo. That makes them divergents. Getter has come to eliminate them and steer the timeline back on its proper course. What should we do, Miss Nichika? We have no choice. If Getter would deny us, then we must fight it. Takuma, Kamui, Baku, is that okay? Is it alright with you? Yeah! We're going to live, and that means climbing out over anything that would stand in our way. You heard him, Getter. If you want to kill us, we'll kick your ass so hard you'll be sorry you ever tried. Looks like someone's raring to go. First Animus Beast Medolo and now Giant Getter. It's just one clash with Titans after another here. We were up against a legacy from the past, and looks like next up is a guide to the future. We're gonna have to do the same with this one. Takuma, Kamui, stay sharp. He's after me. I'd say we keep him company. Whoa, self-conscious much, buddy? He's after all of us here. In any case, I don't give a crap what everyone says. We'll smash the future this prick represents to pieces. Well said. We ain't slaves to the past, and we're gonna create a future ourselves. Bring it, Getter. We'll show you how we got stuff done. I will let anyone else decide our future, no matter who they are. Target acquired. Such overwhelming pressure. Is it the will of Getter? Still, even if it is, we can't stop now, otherwise no. All of humanity will never step into the future. Sure, I'm probably nothing but a fly to this thing, but if there's one thing that flies are, is tenacious. I'll show you just how strong Getter can be. You're supposed to guide the world, yet all you do is tie people down and steer them the way you want. And the way I slice it, that makes you my enemy, so we'll beat you no matter the cost. Getter Saint Dragon? It looks like the Mothan Emperor's met its match. But we'll come out on top. After all, Mazinga's here to protect humanity first. This is an evolved Getter. It sure ain't called Saint Dragon for nothing. But Mazinger still won't lose. We're surpassed God and devils alike to defend everyone's future. Hold up. There we go. Getter Saint Dragon. If it joins it joined the Evolvers in guiding humanity to the future. Whatever that matters, we'll create our own future. Well said. In Sichika, we owe it to ourselves to forge our own path forward, now that we've rejected the Evolvers. Hey, Advent, commence attack. We'll eliminate those who would threaten our peace and liberty. That thing really is on a totally different length. Just looking at it is overwhelming. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's standing between us and our future, so we'll fight through it through all the same. There we go. Now's not the time to freeze up. I can fight just as well as everyone else here. We won't lose. No matter how powerful our enemies are, we'll find a way to beat them. A hero fights to save the world, protects everybody, and never backs down from a fight, no matter how tough the enemy. I'm gonna be the hero, and I'll just have to take you on, Getter or no. Let's see, will this work? we go. Now we can deal with this thing. So it's finally time, huh, Getter? So this thing is what decides mankind's future. We're face to face with our destiny. In other words, don't wuss out, guys. Just gotta keep reminding yourselves our future's toast with this guy standing in our way, ours and the rest of mankind's. You got that? Then let's do this thing. The fight's over. The fight's our way of throwing down the gauntlet to Emperor. Now we get to beat the crap out of him.
真正面から叩くのが手っ取り早い。俺たちはゲッターの申し子だ。シャインボンバー。
Leave the king or the emperor.
Gonna come back.
It's over, Getter. You lost and we won. Admit it. It vanished. It doesn't seem to have been destroyed or self-destructed. Yeah, get vanished really is the only way to describe it. Is it over? Beats me. I didn't get the impression Getter was trying to kill us. What do you mean? It feels like it wanted to check something. Like what? To see if we'd still turn into invaders? Or maybe to see for itself how strong we were without the Evolver's powers. Yeah, I don't think it's either of those. I'm sick of this guessing games. Out with it already, Baku. I think this was a test, to see if it could entrust us with a task. And what exactly is that? Dunno. Oh, come on, are you for real right now? We'll find out what it is soon enough. That's the one thing my premonition's saying for sure. So Getter entrusted it to wise Neos. No surprise after their victory over Midolo. A vast singular point that would countermand the future in which it exists. Though it may still favor another way. Meanwhile, at the Atlantic Ocean's Evolver ruins. So the Infernal Alliance's trump card has failed, has it? Yeah, I must admit it was quite a surprise. I never would have imagined the Evolver's legacy would have been so easily defeated. The bigger mystery here is that girl, Izana. She came to us out of nowhere and explained those ruins to us. Whatever her intentions, she set our plans forward tremendously. Perhaps this is a sign. Herr Kaiser's goal and ours are incompatible. We just have to take care not to serve the evil spirit's end. Which means we should analyze those ruins as quickly as possible. Right. That's the next step to attaining the eternity we desire. Shit. Elsewhere in the Indian Ocean Evolver ruins, the Nexus Rebellion has failed. It's just as well that Valbelm was the survivor. That warmonger is much easier to handle than a crafty one like Nexus. Perhaps that's why that Izana girl leaked the information on those ruins. So that we could take care of Valbelm for her if the opportunity arose. Exactly. Izana has chosen us as the future masters of the Earth. He's telling us not to let it fall into the hands of an idiot who doesn't know anything outside of fighting. We've recovered the Dark Gundam's core and acquired some valuable data thanks to Wong. Noah's has been divided into 3 then. Correct, Raval. Pothadal and Vindemir allied forces and us. As long as our alliance stands, I can't imagine any of us will make a move on the other. Wise Neos will be the wild card responsible for breaking that balance. And knowing the A Advent, I expect they'll prioritize eliminating the invaders from outer space. That gives us the perfect opportunity to analyze the power of these ruins hold. Indeed, they're about to learn that Earth belongs to the Earthlings. These degenerate Philistines. I'll have to bear it, after all. Their simplicity makes them equally simple to manipulate. Just watch, Char Aznable. I'll show you what it means to have the world on a string. Is something the matter, Digibril? It appears there is activity in Antarctica. Red dust has appeared there in large quantities over the past few days, and an unidentified creature's been seen at the center of the cloud. Yes, I've heard the nations of the Southern Hemisphere have been lending efforts to exterminate it. Well. We now take you live on the scene via one of our drones. As you can see, a giant creature has suddenly appeared in Antarctica, a region thick with red dust. Swarms of countless kaiju have also been sighted in the vicinity. Nations in the Southern Hemisphere are concerned by this turn of events. Conducted joint operation to eliminate the kaiju. And enraged in hostilities with the giant creature serving as the focal point of the red dust. However, during the battle, the creatures changed forms to what you're seeing live in this footage. The transformed titan that destroyed all of the teams sent to exterminate the kaiju. This colossal organism, dubbed Godzilla, has not left the Antarctic continent as of yet. Why is it there, and what is it planning to do? Stay tuned as we continue to observe the situation. Perhaps this giant creature, the kaiju called Godzilla, that emerged along with this red dust, can be considered the king of the kaijus. Meanwhile, during the events in the mess hall of the A Advent. What the hell is that thing? Man, that's one hell of a way to rain on our parade. Godzilla, the king of the kaiju. Ah, what's wrong, Akira? That thing. You mean Godzilla? It's the god of ruin. What? The thing that caused the dimensional calamity 12,000 years ago and destroyed almost all of the civilizations of the time? So that's it. The kaiju right there. Yeah, I'm sure of it. I can feel just how scared Raideen is of it. Wait, are you telling me Raideen is giving a warning of its inactive state? But it's never done anything like that before. Perhaps the Empire Move left behind Raideen 12,000 years ago, so that it could warn us once Godzilla returned. That thing's an enemy of Getter Emperor too! What are you talking about, Baku? I can feel it! Yes, of course, it was all so simple! That thing's not your run-of-the-mill kaiju, it's a giant singular point! Its very existence warps natural order and destabilizes the foundation of the world itself. What are you on about? We came to this world in pursuit of that thing. No, that's not right. We were drawn towards it, and ended up here. You guys came here from a different world, right? Yeah, from one of the infinite worlds that exists in this universe. That doesn't add up to what we heard on the Getter battleship, though, does it? That whole thing's been bugging me since then. Right, Getter Emperor's power should be keeping our world from branching off into parallel worlds. But Night and Second came from one, so their existence in our world is proof that parallel worlds exist. So that thing could make the whole thing about everything converging into Getter Emperor a big fat lie. If the world can still branch into parallel worlds, does that mean that changing the android's Dendromeda stellation on Raval's future is totally pointless? No! This world is special. It's a giant river flowing non-stop toward a fixed outcome. It's just like we heard on the Getter battleship. We just slipped through a momentary tear to get it. How'd that work? It was created by the king of the kaijus, by Godzilla's existence. Hold on a second. Did you say Godzilla's gonna destroy this world? Right. Then there should be nothing to worry about. The future where Getter Emperor exists is set in place for now. Meaning Godzilla can't possibly destroy the world. Don't think it's a kaiju. Yun? It's a singular point. And one far bigger than us, too. A giant boulder that can even change a river's flow. There's a possibility its existence will cause a cataclysm like that 12,000 years ago, preventing the creation of Getter Emperor. You gotta be kidding me. I mean, sure, screw what happens to Emperor, but what's gonna happen to us? I'm not sure. I was thinking this was the perfect chance to go on the offensive. What with Noah split up and all, but, well, I sure never imagined we'd have to deal with the world ending. Cross! We got no choice but to head to Antarctica, huh? Meanwhile, at Ralph Baum's personal headquarters at the NOAA headquarters. My friends who fought beside me. My friends who've walked alongside me. I swear on your souls that I will live as the Celestial Emperor until my last breath. Shit! Well, that worked out well. But what are we going to be dealing? Uh-oh. Humanity is poised to carve a path of conquest of the galaxy. This is the honest true goal which Valbon aimed to stop. A reality defined by war. The advent calls on the shared wishes of all aboard it to prevent a nightmarish future. But the apocalypse is nigh. We're getting close to a terrifying moment, aren't we? Let's see what missions we've unlocked. Beginning of the End, Mina's Gift. Ooh. So we got a lot of new DLC we got to deal with. This looks like we got some new stuff to deal with. That's going to be interesting, but we only got 5 DLC, so we got to deal with some of the other stuff, including some of the new things, because it looks like we got some new DLC kicking in. So this could be something we could deal with while we're dealing with that. So with that, let's save our game. And let's get the heck out of here.
プレイヤーのみんな、今回は私のハイパー独り占めタイムだよ。それゆえにミ・フラリオの語る次の物語を伝えちゃうから。最近ショーったらマーベルにべったりで私のことほったらかしなの。こうなったら私オーラ力を高めてハイパー化しちゃうから。そうしたらショーと同じくらいの大きさになってあんなことやこんなこともするんだ。
She's gonna pull something from a hook, aren't you?
星雲がショーを呼んでる。じゃあ今日はここまで。またねみんな。
Well, that's a cute little outcome. But seriously, I'll be continuing on with the whole ordeal. Anyway, let's get ourselves back. So let's quit the game. Let's get the heck out of here. Anyway, let's get into the transition scene of the whole ordeal. Because it looks like we managed to deal with something new. But seriously, I have to say, we're getting close to the finale of the game. We're dealing with We've already dealt basically a blow to Noah's, defeated both Drake Luft, the Zilkistan remnants, and did a massive chunk against Wu Yong Fat and the others. But now we got new bigger threats, including the remaining forces, and of course Godzilla himself. But unfortunately, we're out of time. Just a reminder for our next schedule, as noticed here. Next week, after Wednesday, we will be continuing with Chroma Squad, as we got another story we got to deal with to unlock. But remember, if you like what you see here, don't be afraid to hit that follow and subscribe. If you have remember, Ko-Fi is a good way to donate to me directly. Blue Sky, if you want to do that. If you want to chat with me directly, and Archive, among other things. But until then, I think it's time for us to do a raid. If I can pop in whatever the heck it is. Come on. There we go. Let's choose a raid. Who are you going to raid? Let's see. Gustav is playing that. Let's see. I want to pick something. Here we go. We're going to poke our good old friend Clover. Looks like they're having some fun playing okay, I can't do that. Damn. Oh, well. I'll have to pick another one. So let's see. We got to pick another one then. You know what? Let's go invade our good old friend Napalm. Looks like he's doing some Digimon stuff. So, here's our raid message. That's going to be our raid message. So copy that when you want to. Until then, have a good night. Pleasant tomorrow. I will see you guys Thursday for more Chroma Squad. But until then, have a good one, and I'll see you kids later. But enjoy Napalm, okay? Bye.